Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. So, by the way, I mentioned in my last video, excuse me, that when the weather gets better, I usually do my videos out on my porch, my deck, or whatever. And the winter, it's kind of tough. So, I have an opportunity here. My wife is shopping. They just opened up a Michaels over here. My wife paints and all that. She's an artist and all that poetry. She's amazing. One of these days, I'll actually devote a video of some of her accomplishments and all that. So, anyway, winter is almost over. It's been a cake winter, really, and soon videos on a daily basis, and baseball season. I can't wait for the Yankees. I have really high hopes with Juan Soto, the acquisition. They're pitching I'm a little concerned about. But anyway, I have another channel devoted to sports, not here. But okay, so the last time I did a video was before the Super Bowl, and holy shit, what chaos, how stupid the maggots are, the whole Travis Kelce and, Taylor Swift. There's a conspiracy here. I mean, they are absolutely just nuts. And then a couple of days later, that horrible shooting, and we were like, oh my God, was this the MAGA? Turned out it wasn't, had nothing to do with it, thank God. I think 15 people were shot and one person died, sadly. And it's so crazy with all these shootings. It's just like, oh, it's just another day. It's just part of life in America, And again, I've done several videos on this. I am not against a gun. I'm a Second Amendment guy, but it's just so obvious. Assault weapons, right? You don't need an assault weapon to go hunting or to protect your family or whatever. High capacity magazines, assault weapons. But that's for another time. I'll get into that. So, what I want to talk about here briefly is what should we do with Joe Biden, the horrible Robert Hur about Joe Biden being a doddering old man, et cetera, et cetera. The last I looked, Joe Biden's polls between 38, kind of leveling off between 38 and 39%, which is lower than, I don't know what the numbers are, lower than when Obama in 2011, right? 2012, lower than even Trump in 2020, lower than, everything. It's not good. And the biggest concern, obviously, is the age thing, because this administration, it's incredible what he has accomplished. The CHIPS Act, I could go on and on with all of Biden's accomplishments, but this day and age, it's just all this appearance that he's a doddering old man. And I'm saying, listen, take a look at Trump. They could have gone to high school together, right? Biden is 81, Trump is 77. So when Biden was a senior, Trump, like this, it's so nuts. And obviously, Nikki Haley's always making gaffes. They're basically the same guy. The problem is Trump is jacked up on Adderall or speed. He's completely confused and no corn, but he's fucking jacked up. And Biden does look frail in his way. He talks kind of stuttering and all that. He has a terrible delivery. And people who say, like, even his speeches, if you read the transcript on paper, it's like, this is powerful stuff. But his delivery is terrible because he's just old. Now, I love him. I'd love to see Biden and all that, but just the way things are today, the perception is everything. And another point is, listen, they're both old men, right? Let's say both of them have dementia, right? Who do you want around you? It's basically your cabinet. Look at the accomplishments of Biden, right? So basically you're voting for democracy or dictatorship, normalcy or insanity, right? So the choice for me is obvious. However, the polls are the polls. And my question is, what should we do about this? And another thing too with Biden is Kamala Harris's polls. People don't like her. Her polls are in the gutter too. So I'm wondering, are the Democrats, is Biden gonna step down? I think there is a real possibility. I know it'll be chaos, but I think for the good of the party, I think it's the right thing to do. All right, so I'll end it here. I want to get your thoughts. And either way, and then the other thing is the trials. Are the trials going to get done? Are we gonna have a trial and a conviction before the election? I don't know. The Alvin Bragg looks like it's definitely going in March. I think it's March 24th. But the other ones, the Fani Willis is, with her relationship with one of her staff. That's a whole mess, and the whole strategy for the Trump team is delay, because everyone knows he's guilty. And I know it's stupid. You're going to vote for this guy, convicted criminal, right? He will have been 91 felony counts because you think Biden's old. It's so dumb and stupid and shallow and pathetic, but this is where we are, So, and when you think about that, like I'm looking at the stores here. There's Burger King, and I'm not showing you here, but there's JCPenney. Like, you couldn't even get a job there, let alone the president of the United States. Here's another fun fact here. That Trump can no longer, that 365 million, which is awesome in New York, is a fraud. He can't practice business in New York, but yet you're going to be president of the United States. Doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense out here. Okay, let me come here, Dakota. I want to say hello. I got my dog here. I take my dog everywhere. This is Dakota. Look at Dakota. You're he's so cute. Oh, baby, his name is Dakota. Okay. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, everyone. More to come. And I promise videos every day if anyone cares about that when the weather gets nice. Within, like a month or so. Okay. Peace.